right. Hello, everybody. We are here, streaming on a Sunday. It was a little touch and go with the date, but I let it stay how it was, and it turned out it was fine. So, here we are with our game 5 of Pathfinder Iron Gods campaign. So we're gonna go ahead and start in just a moment. If you want to go ahead, GF.
All right,
Gamemaster.
I will.
Yeah.
Yes, you can call me GF.
Yeah.
I will reveal to the world that I have an extremely generic. You know what? Subscribers get to try to guess what JF means in the chat if they want to.
Sure, why not?
Exactly, because it's a mystery that I keep from the world.
Yeah.
All right. So
It means Jeans Foxtrot, guys.
yeah, Jeans Foxtrot.
Nice.
Classic. Jebediah Farthing is also one I've
yes,
heard.
that one's pretty good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It's a great name. My father gave it to me after his own father, Jebediah Farthing.
So you're the second?
Yeah, technically my name is JFJ because I'm Jebediah Farthing Jr. That's my first name.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So we are in the town of Torch. You are at the foundry going over the new bitching vehicles. So the modified class Firefly hover vehicle and the modified speeder that you have on the right. So it's just I just gave it a speeder, but you can give it a cool name like Hawkesbury or something. Same thing with the Firefly. It's
Well,
make and model. You can.
Why don't we christen the name after we have some tomfooleries happen with him?
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
It needs to earn its name.
Yeah.
You've just spent 2 weeks kind of like patching yourselves up, taking some time to relax, working on your vehicles, preparing everything, because you know that your next step is the city of Scrapwall to 200 kilometers to the northeast, relatively. And that's where there was a ping on the electrical relay that indicated that all the power that was taken from the reactor you found beneath the city was sent wirelessly. And you also found within the memory of Growther, the gargoyle that had embedded metallic spikes in its hide, that his master, Helion, resided under the ruins of Scrapwall. So that's that. So I summarized everything. Is there someone that wants to add something for the viewers to remind everyone what we're doing? Is there still questions about the plot and what's happening?
I mean, 200 kilometers is 125 miles for freedom, people.
Mm-hmm. I purposefully did not tell them that because learn the metric system.
I am wearing a loincloth right now with an
Yes.
armor rune on it.
Yes.
So everyone can keep imagining a little puppet automaton wearing a loincloth and thinking that he's big shit.
Varvara did say another guess for my name. They guessed that my name was Giant Fucking Nerd.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's not wrong.
It's probably the most accurate one yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
except
you are
for the
pretty
fact
tall.
that giant is spelled with a J, but
who cares?
It's funny because in French, a J is a G. It's pronounced G, and vice versa. A G is pronounced a J.
G. Yeah.
And in Spanish, it's an H.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, bet you Varvara didn't know that.
Does this mean I'm G to you people?
No,
Yes.
no. Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So before on the day you're about to set out, Konir and Val are doing last-minute modifications and repairs on the bikes because they were quite trashed when you're. I'm sorry. They started working on them, and they even started working on them a while ago. So while you're working that, 473X, one of the people from the village, will come, wants to have a small chat with you while you're working on everything. Where's this douchebag?
Do I know them?
Yes, you do. It's the cleric. It's just I always forget his name, so I have like notes about that, but sometimes I forget.
Oh, Father,
Joram Kite.
Yeah.
So, PC Chapter 1, Town NPCs. Joram Kite, this dude right here, my man Joram.
Oh, he lost parts of his head.
Yes. That's where the implants used to be before he took them out.
Yeah, it's part of his religion, dude. Don't judge.
It's been a rough year for all of us. Don't get over it.
The mayor of the town said to inject Lysol, and he did it. Just didn't go.
Oh no.
So he approaches the two androids working on the bike with Val. He's like, "Greetings. I heard that you were going to Scrapwall in order to find out the root of this problem that's been plaguing our city and why we were invaded and our livelihoods taken."
Yes.
So I was thinking, well, with the council, we've worked together, and since this is a threat, it's threatening our livelihood in general. We want to commission you officially on the Council of Torches behalf to basically take care of any problems that might originate from Scrapwall and make sure that our safety is ensured. And we've been authorized to use 1,000 golds of the town's coffer to reward you should you be able to manage that.
Oh, that sounds great. We love getting paid.
So you have this quest available now.
Alright, Konir and the other town councilors are fearful that Mayanda's lord hasn't lost interest in Torch. And can
exactly because... Go ahead.
I'm just reading it so that people can
Yeah.
listen to it on stream. I didn't read it before, but and can ask the PCs to seek out where she came from and investigate why she was beaming energy out to Scrapwall in the first place. If Torch is still under threat, making sure that threat is neutralized would be very important for the council.
Exactly. And on top of that, maybe I can be of some assistance to you. There used to be a small Crusader outpost because the Selen River goes into Mendev and near the world towards the World Wound. So the Crusaders would often stop their armies as they were coming along the Selen River in a small broken down castle called Aldrenard's Grave that's overlooking just on the other side of the river from Scrapwall. If you go there, I'm sure the small garrison of Crusaders will shelter you and host you should you need it.
Why is it called Aldrenard's Grave?
There was a Crusader who committed suicide after he learned that his love had died while he was away at war, and his name is Aldrenard.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes, it's a horrifying tale of woe. But that's how the place got the name. So there's rumors that his ghost still lingers around, but maybe the local clerics of Sarenrae or Yomade will have more information on that when you get there.
Okay.
I missed a part because I was paying attention to the bike that I can't get on.
I was about to comment on that.
Yeah, And who's the ghost? The ghost of who? What now? What?
Just- I'll let Abercrombie summarize.
We got some kind of ghost. And, there's no ghost. What happens is, this Crusaders outpost, out of the Southern River. It's like a run-down castle. They call it Aldenar's Grave. Because, it's some kind of a woe dirgeous tale of the Crusader dying due to the lover's death. Whatever ghost might be there. But I ain't afraid of no ghost. So, yeah.
Yeah, so out of character, this is a side quest, not necessarily a main quest. Well, it could be, but for now it...
Maybe like a stop point.
Oh, it's not even in the city, it's outside of it?
Yeah.
It could be a nice, like, little fortified camp for you guys if
Yeah.
you don't want to have to secure lodgings
That
in
is a
Scrapwall.
good
You
idea.
have a picnic there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we can have a picnic, Abercrombie. What a great idea.
Yeah.
All those tasty foods.
Now, how do I get on the bike? I seem to be falling each time. I don't understand.
There you go.
But can I... You did it, but how do I do it? Oh, oops. Someone else fell off.
That's because you can right-click on your token. There's a horse icon if you right-click on your token. That's
Nope.
telling you if you're mounted or dismounted.
A horse? I don't see a horse.
It's because you're unmounted. I was gonna say let me mount you, but in a pro.
No. Please don't.
Yeah,
So
please
you-
swap that one back.
What?
Oh, there's the
So-
horse.
so-
Okay.
Yeah, and basically you have to select both tokens, like drag and select both tokens, and then you click
Ah.
the one that you want to mount, and then it's a toggle on and off. And I wrote a macro to make all of you toggle mounted states at the same time. So if you're like ride out, well, I'm just gonna be okay, let's ride out, and then I click my button and everyone mounts their mount. I need
Oh,
to
is
stop
there?
using the.
Or you're gonna.
I am. You can do it individually, or I will do it eventually.
Hey, this
Yeah,
works.
that would be nice. If that works. Okay.
Mhm.
It's all good.
You can rotate the vehicles, and when you start them on, I'm gonna give them a small little glow like that to indicate that the hover function is on.
Oh, I don't know how to rotate.
Donuts.
In the future, things are hovering.
Yes, because why have wheels in the future? Hmm? Why would you have a vehicle that has wheels when you can have one hovering at a very slow rate?
Yeah.
One of, let's say, a dwarf walking a brisk jog.
Hey,
Huh?
dwarves are very fast on short distances.
Yes, they are.
Oh my.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
I'll let Alice drive. I can't seem to turn, so yeah. She's supposed to be the driver anyways.
Oh wait. Okay, no, never mind. It's yeah.
And going back to the visitor that was there,
Mm-hmm.
he asks 473X specifically, I have a friend of mine in Scrapwall who, much like you, I believe, ran afoul of the Technic League. But now that we've that this whole affair with them has blown over and we're fairly certain there's no more spies in Torch, I would like to extend an invitation to her to come back if she will. Because I imagine that she must be going quite insane in that wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Any enemy of the Technic League is a friend of mine.
Oh, she definitely falls in the enemy of the technically category. Yes.
And what's
He
her
seems
name?
to have a small shiver down his spine.
Oh,
I
no.
will
Yeah,
find
what's her
her.
name?
Her name is Dinvaya.
Dinvaya. Alright, we'll remember that. I think. Like Din.
Because it's in your quest tab.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's long. I'm not gonna read every single one. It's fine.
No, I have several of them. So if you read all of them, we're
Yeah.
gonna be hearing you read a lot.
That's fine.
Basically, you have a quest to contact Dinvaya, and Joram gives you his holy symbol of Bri, He says, if you give her this symbol, she'll know it's from me and that you're genuine people. If you manage to bring her back safe and sound, well, and he has like a metallic wand in his hand. Well, I don't need this item much anymore. Perhaps young adventurers such as yourself could use it better.
All right.
All right, sure thing. Listen, Father Cat, you guys seem to be really putting a lot of pressure on our success here.
Not pressure, more genuine hope.
Okay, so listen, if in the event that we all die or never come back, I hope you have a plan B.
I mean, we can send more adventurers.
I mean, maybe you should try to find maybe a plan C that doesn't include adventurers of various repute.
I'll go see a specialist
Yeah.
at hiring adventurers.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Give me a sec. Religious symbol of Bry. I'm gonna actually change it to the religious symbol of Bry. Oh my god, where are they? Icons. Deity. Yes. Mer. There we go. And he's gonna give it to you.
Thank
There
you.
you go. You have the religious symbol of Bry in your inventory.
I will use it well.
Good. It's
Can
made out
you
of iron.
can you tell us about Bry?
Of course, well, Bry is the goddess of creation and creativity. She oversees all the divine spark that sprouts in the mind of everyone that pushes them to create things out of their own hands, to materialize what is ephemeral and transition that barrier between the theoretical and the practical.
Interesting. Have you heard of what's the name? You know who I'm talking about, I'm sure.
Unity?
Is it Olivia or
Helion?
Hallian?
No, I don't want to ask about Hellion. I want to ask about the stuff I've seen, the ladies and people. In my visions? Who was Olivia? Was it Olivia?
Ophelia.
Ophelia.
You have access to that information if you go into your journal entries. There's a folder called Background NPCs, and you should have the name and the picture of these.
Yeah. Do you know anything about anyone called Ophelia?
Well, I knew a young girl called Ophelia when I was but 18, back in Mendev, but not since, and I don't think it's the same person because she died in a demon attack 3 years after that.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it was tragic. But then
Do you remember
everything that
what
happened
kind
in
of...
Meng-
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you and your reminiscing.
It's okay. You can go ahead.
Do you remember what kind of demon?
It was Calabasas, I think.
All right, thank you. And V is going to make a note of that.
Calavacus, sorry. I always mistake my K's and my S's.
And out of character, do we all know of Deacon Hope? Or is it just me?
No, just you.
Oh.
Background NPCs are, I've keyed them to specific players. You're free to talk about them or not.
And you androids have specifically not mentioned anything about your very important things. That you haven't translated that to us. So Ophelia, just dropping. It's just like,
all right. That's news to us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't exactly share that information.
Ophelia and demons and Calavacus going on. Like, what?
Nah, it's just, guys, I have no information more than a name and potentially an image of this person. I don't know what to tell you more than that.
Oh, okay. I also have deep, dark secrets of my past. Yeah.
Well, if you go into the journal entries section and you look into background NPCs, you do.
I do, and I think I've mentioned it once, but I was like, I don't want to talk about it because it's stupid.
So you're not lying, Mer.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll do our best to accomplish all these things. I guess.
Yeah, that's right, Father Kite. We'll go ahead and deal with stuff because Goddess Bry, God Bry, or your God didn't bless you with further creativity of finding solutions other than adventures. So we'll
Solutions.
do it for you.
I'm sending my best people to investigate this, and
Oh,
if you fail, we'll find another way.
that's right. I'm flattered. We're flattered.
You have to stay here.
Guys,
There's a lot of people needs my
I'm,
tending.
I'm part of his best people, guys. This is a big jump for me.
I mean, that's why they've been feeding you a lot of resources to make you as potent as you're gonna be. Konir has been like almost nonstop coaching Varvara in the past weeks, teaching them spells for smoking blunts with Hypatia, but you were told that it's a highly mystical process in order to impart magical information.
It is an absolutely crucial piece of our magic, yes.
So Konir has been like pretty much 100% baked for the past 2 weeks because he's been just like toking with Hypatia.
All right.
Amazing. Can I use Discern Secrets on Regulus and request that he sees if he can remember anything about Kalavakas demons?
Oh,
As I latch onto this thing that probably is not actually all that important, but which I will hold on to
better-
like a pit bull anyways.
It's
You never
better
know.
than you fixating on a chair in a random room. So,
I'm gonna guess it's a religious role.
yes, it's a
Yeah.
religion rule.
Which is why I'm
Alrighty.
making you do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I will. What is it? What if I do that? Make it blind. Is it gonna do it twice? It's not. Okay.
Okay, you remember vague information about the demons? They're fiends from the abyss. They thrive on chaos and destruction. Kalavakus, you remember the name Slaver Demon, but not much more.
Okay. Well, I was gonna roll with scholarly recollection. It just didn't roll
No,
twice.
yeah, it did. You rolled
Oh,
with
it did.
fortune. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Alright.
your check had the fortune trait.
Alrighty then. Well, I will
Uh,
share this with V that they are typically slavers, but I don't recall much more about them.
All right, yeah, V. Well, thank you for trying to cast your mind back and for the information.
Well, it's Regulus's pleasure to accumulate information.
All right.
And
Good luck, brave adventurers, and may Bry's blessings be upon thee. In the background, as you load up in the vehicles, Hypatia and Konir exchange like a complicated handshake.
I try not to say too many long goodbyes because I know, like, regular fleshy beings are very emotional sometimes, and I want to avoid that because I don't know how to deal with it.
So you are now in the city of Torch. The Altnard's grave is around here. And this is the city of Scrapwall.
Mm-hmm.
Should have converted it to kilometers.
Do we have like some kind of like a GPS or something on this thing, or how do we
No.
know where we're going?
Can you put a token of our party?
Yes, I will put a token of your party.
You can put Hypatia for a party.
I can put Hypatia for your party.
Little mascot. Also, as much as I love Joram, can I have my macro bar back, please?
How dare you ask such things? Go away, Joram. How do I make you go away? Okay, remove from stage. There we go.
Joram is now the 6th party member.
No.
Logically, we could just go to the Selen River and then just follow it north to, unless we have someone that is sure not to get us lost. Because I don't know.
Not me.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I smart? Am I like
I'm
finding my way
pretty
out of
good
a?
with directions.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
So
we're outside and navigate by the sun, I guess. We're going pretty much straight northeast.
Hmm.
Oh, I look back fondly over the sky metal torch thing that we're leaving behind. It's like, oh, no.
How far away can we see the torch flame and or smoke?
Basically, like it would be. I'm just going to give you a visual representation. Something around that, and
I am the only spell tradition that does not get no direction. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
I am not going to be helping with this.
around about that.
Okay.
Do I still have it? I replaced it with light.
Yes. Look, finding north is not something that requires magic. Okay.
You
I'm
say
gonna do a
that
survival
now.
check to
Yeah.
navigate now.
Yeah.
Yes, just roll survival blind, please, and hope you don't roll a 1 to find the north.
Exactly.
I have tracker's goggles. They help me sense direction.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you do. That's cool.
Plus, you're rocking that welding goggles plus leather jacket look.
Oh hell yeah! Also cyber arm.
Also, cyber arm. Shout out to Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So you guys want to go towards the river here, and then follow it up north?
We were gonna go northeast until we reach the river and then follow the river.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
What is going on? Okay.
I am not gonna lie, I'm insanely curious about what the gremlin farm is.
Yes.
So if we could just keep an eye out as we pass that.
Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have put a detailed map of the Numeria. He says, quickly Googling the Gremlin Farm.
There's some of these names are like a little bit sus, like lack throat. Like they just like, what does that mean?
It's like, what happened to those throats?
Yeah, where are they?
Kind
Is
of
it
want to
Mr.
visit the holographic garden, though, not gonna lie. That sounds very cool.
Well, we could detour there. It's kind of on our way.
We have
Yeah.
just like a little tourist stop, and we roll up in Scrapple with like matching T-shirts and travel mugs.
Taking selfies.
We don't even have.
473X pulls out the map and she's like, okay, calculating our direction. And then everyone's like, ooh, what's that? That looks cool. Let's go there.
Going for all the tourist traps.
Okay, so you can, if someone wants, they can make me a society check to know what the holographic garden is. Also, robot lore would work there if you have it.
I don't think that's
Society. I think I have that. Yeah, I do.
Would engineering work?
Nope, not for this.
Oh, look at that. I do have robot lore.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Society.
I mean, yeah, but also discern secrets.
Okay.
If I can find... There we go.
Everyone that wants to roll.
No, not me.
Okay. Varvara and 473X, you both remember stories about the holographic gardens. Apparently, a maddened robot runs this hall of holographic projections as a death trap to lure unwary passengers into his mind-boggling games of death for his own twisted entertainment.
Oh wow.
Let's not go there. It
On
sounds
second
really
thought.
big.
That's like
What?
the
It sounds
opposite
amazing.
of what we thought. No, I don't know, man. Don't
Like,
know.
maybe as a little fun activity once we're level, like, 15.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
like a spooky house.
Mhm.
There's robots. Robots are fun.
Haunted house are fun. I don't want to be the thing haunting the house, though. I like leaving at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Varvara, you actually heard even more rumors that on top of that, the robot that runs the place has managed to entrap inside his gardens a rather powerful horde of demons from the world wound.
Well, if we need to know more about the Calavacuses, we'll stop there.
Alright.
I just
You can.
noticed the birthing crush.
Okay, look, I took a map on the internet and I put it here. I do not have enough information for all of this, but you know what? I'll make an effort to put some
I
like
don't-
small notes on
Nope,
the map.
that's fine. I actually want 0 information about the birthing crush, which is the amount of information I have, so I'm winning.
Yeah, as,
Um,
as long as we know that the gremlins are free-range, grass-fed gremlins, and
I doubt it's gonna be a beautiful story as well. Like, we thought the holographic thing was a beautiful story. I don't think the Gremlin
It-
farm. I don't think. I don't know.
Fun
I'm
twist.
now
It's
jaded.
actually not a meat farm, it's a milk farm.
Oh no.
Oh, that's. I don't know if that's better.
Ah.
can we
All
go?
right.
Can we even go visit this without being banned from Twitch?
Possibly not. Better
Okay,
not
so-
go then.
We go straight for the Selin River. We do not stop anywhere. We do not look outside the vehicles. We just
Keep your hands in at all times.
Why is the
Nope.
world always this dangerous? I don't understand. Why is it so dangerous?
Everyone pick a party leader. Someone who will
Abercrombie.
be your delegate to roll on the random encounter table.
Abercrombie.
Abercrombie,
What?
yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
How am I
Roll me
rolling
a
that?
roll me a
am I-
blind die 100.
Because we just know that whenever we have a random encounter, it has to be your fault.
Okay, well just roll me a die 100.
No.
So that was me. Just do it on your own.
I don't know how to do it blind.
No, that's okay. It's hard to do it blind without the dice roller. So okay, you go along. You see a vague hulking metallic shape in the distance, but you steer clear, considering it's about 50 feet high, using your advanced speed on your bitching new hover bikes. So going there with your vehicles your vehicles burn 1 charge per hour. But since they ignore any sort of difficult terrain, it's going to take you through 2 days to get there only. It's good going. And when 16 charges, your vehicles, I'll actually make a note of how many charge your vehicles. I'll create some custom consumables next time we're taking a break. Just it took 16 charges out of both vehicles. The bike has 40 charges and the Firefly has 50. So just to give you an idea.
Okay.
All right, and then you get there.
Oh, it sounds like good mileage for an electric.
Yeah, no, exactly. So they have good power storage. It's just eventually you have to recharge your batteries. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so you arrive on the sorry, I will stop mumbling and be coherent at a time soon. Okay, there we go. I'm advancing the day by 2 days, which brings us to a special event. As you are about to wake, Varvara, a dream. I will show this too. There you go. So Varvara seems racked with nightmares during that night and awakens, not fatigued, but not rested.
Huh.
And as you pack up, you see in the distance the small, semi-crumbled walls of Aldronar's grave in the distance.
During these 2 days of travel, could we have managed a way to secure our vehicles, considering we're going to a place of rampant crime? We should probably protect them and our other belongings.
Let's just bury them in dirt.
I charge up lock.
You charge
can
a
I-
block?
Exactly. Can I do a recall knowledge check on the creatures?
Yes, it is an occultism check.
I had an inkling. And I'm gonna cast my cantrip, because of
Okay.
course I do.
Of course.
Can we hide the vehicles with illusion or something?
If you had the right spell for it, yes. So, Varva, these appear to be... Just say I check to pronounce it properly. These appear to be ruchalic, small abominations that enjoy making creatures go mad and extracting their thoughts as the very fabric of their brain unravels, and then
Okay,
casting those thoughts in the deep, dark places between the stars.
Alright, so it's something from the Dark Tapestry. Got it.
Yeah,
They do be like that.
yes, they tend to. And Merrick has just asked you if there's a way to hide your vehicles in illusions.
I do not have a
Oh, sorry, that was you. You guys even sound similar.
I don't think I have illusory. Yeah, I don't.
I'm just saying, we can just dig a big hole, put them in there, fill up the hole.
I wouldn't fill it up. Sand might get into precious electronics.
Yeah.
So the vehicles are pretty big. It would take a while to dig a hole big
Awesome.
enough.
Yeah. What else do we have as an option? Do we have like tarps or something?
You could get some tarps. Yeah.
Big
Yeah, we
base.
could just disguise a bunch of trash and trees and stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah, people. I'm sure we have some of us here that are very good at deceiving the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the whole point of stopping by the fort or thingy
Was to have
To
a base.
leave
yeah.
our
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
there?
Yeah, this isn't shit town. This is the spot before shit town.
Yeah, but we haven't
Yeah.
cleared it yet, so that's all.
Oh,
Town
yeah.
adjacent.
I mean,
Let's be careful now, and then once everything's fine, I think we won't have to hide them anymore. Maybe we'll see.
I will leave them there and walk to Scrap Wall. I mean,
Or yeah, that's also a possibility. We might need them in the city. Do we? I don't know.
That doesn't matter. I said this is a problem for a party of tomorrow.
So you approach, and the walls of. Do you want to be mounted on your vehicles, or do you dismount before approaching?
Dismount.
yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So
there's
you're
2
like-
Abercrombies here.
Can I do a quick motorcycle scout around the whole building?
Yes, make me a perception check. Okay, you don't notice anything peculiar except that over this general area over here, there appears to be a small plume of smoke, as if a large fire was there, had been there.
That's probably not good, guys.
Had been there or is still there?
Had been there. It would be much more intense if it was still on fire.
Okay, so someone was here, but they might not still be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it doesn't seem like it was a bonfire, like
Oh.
incendie in English, I guess.
The fire.
Fire.
Just a fire, okay, good. Damn English and its poor selection of synonyms.
I will share this information with the group.
Okay. So you 473X shares that there was a fire in the place not too long ago, according to her suspicions.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, shall we inspect?
At the top of the two towers that oversee the gate, you see two figures wearing like traditional crusader garbs, patrolling. Well, not patrolling. They seem to be leaning on the parapets, looking at you. You don't see their expressions because they're beneath the helm.
Okay, so this is definitely inhabited. All right then. Let's be nice to start. I don't know. Do we want to try
Yeah,
that?
I'm always nice.
What, you mean I'm not supposed to probe their brain directly?
Not yet.
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
I think we gotta take him out to dinner first.
Well,
You
then.
approach.
Yeah.
Okay. The guard calls out to you, saying, "Oi there! Who be going?"
I'm Abercrombie.
The heroes of Torch approach.
Ah. Well, torching is something I enjoy doing, but it's after a bowel movement, isn't that right? That's right, bruv.
Let's just leave.
Oh goodness.
What you be doing here? This one is the higher pitched voice is the one on the right.
We're seeking refuge.
I was just making a stop. Told by Father Kite. Torch.
I don't know who Father Cat is, but I'm about to be high as a cat if you catch my drift. Oh yeah, catch your drift, bruv.
Wow. These guys are not super smart, are they?
That's good for us.
Is it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, you all right with us just staying the night here?
You can't. I'm sorry. There's been a plague infection. There's just plague everywhere.
Does he look like he's does his mannerism let me know that he's lying?
I mean, I can roll lie to
Make
me
me a
as
blind
well.
perception check or deception in the case of people who have the cunning liar skill feat.
Blind perception. Where is the button again? Here? No, that's not it. That's not the button.
Regulus, his story seems to track. Fleshy things always contract the plague.
So I guess I rolled a 1.
So how do I? Why can't I press the button? Hold on. Wait, there's a button
Force
somewhere.
attributes perception.
And blind.
Yep. 473X and Abercrombie, this is super sus. If you had to pinpoint someone who wasn't a crusader in a lineup of 20, these two would come up first.
How do we do this? Do we pretend that we're like Hellion followers? We have big Hellion heart on and go in and then stab him, or
From his armor, can we tell what kind of crusader he is? Like, can we tell who he worships?
The son of Saren Ray is on their breastplates.
All right. Can someone who's good with religion quiz them on Saren Ray?
But these guys are telling the truth. I mean, there's plague here. Clearly.
Well, we got doctors.
Probably. Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, I am.
That Saren Ray was one of the good gods. Why would she let the plague happen to these guys?
All right. I'll roll religion, I guess, and tell them, well, maybe shouldn't the light of Saren Ray be able to help you here? We can assist.
Well, that's not really between between us and our goddess here, Governor. You can't tell me what my relationship with my divinity is.
Well,
how about some assistance from a medical field battle doctor for that plague of yours?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's very plaguey. It's not the kind of plague you can cure, you know.
I can't catch the plague.
I mean, everyone can catch the plague. It's a construct plague too. It affects all the constructs and people and cats specifically. Yeah, cats too, bruv.
Okay, I have a feeling they just won't agree with us
Why
no matter what.
Why didn't you catch the plague?
Oh no, we're immune.
Yeah, me too.
Because you see, my mom always said when there's a plague, you just take a lemon and then you squeeze it real hard down your rectum, and then you're immune from the plague.
Yeah, I too like the lemons and the mothers.
Oh my god.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Yeah. Jesus.
I would like
I'm
to
also
say-
cool.
I would like to say I did immediately suggest leaving, and I'm standing by it.
Once again, proving that Varvara is the wisest among you.
Well, you know what, guys? How about we leave? I will say that very loudly, and then less loudly, and then I'll say, and we come back tonight and you try another door.
Oh yeah, you better leave. You go and catch them plagues unless you go fetch some lemons. And good luck finding some lemons in Scrapwall.
Well, you know what
Oh,
they
the
say
right to
about
say,
life
hey.
giving you lemons.
What do you mean scrap wall?
I mean, it's the only place you can find some goods around here. But you know what? You be off, best be off, and Saren Ray's light be on you and all that bullshit.
Definitely worshippers of Sarah and Ray. Got it.
Totally.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
I'd like a reroll on that deception check with like a 10 bonus circumstance.
You only had to roll not a 1, man.
I know. Ah.
Their deception modifier is -1.
Oh my.
And these Sarah Ray worshippers aren't what they used to be, eh?
Oh, they sure aren't.
All right, so let's pretend to leave.
So you pretend to leave, and then you can formulate plans alone in the dark. I'll leave you the vision here so you can kind of see
Yeah.
plot around if you want to.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk around so I have vision of all the way around the compound.
Okay,
'cause
sounds good.
I did
Yeah.
say I
Yeah.
walked, I biked around it, but I'm not actually walking that close.
No.
I just want to see it.
Yeah, that's smart.
I mean, after that, we can just, I don't know, go back out of, visual range.
I mean, if Scrapwall
Scheme.
is absolute fucked and this place got scrapwalled, it's also a stronghold we could have that we could prep to fall back on if we got
Yeah.
all of a scrap wall on our asses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Pretty
thought that was
much.
the point.
That was
Yeah.
the plan, yeah. It looks bigger than I thought, and can we really defend such a big place?
I
We
mean,
don't have to
there's a
defend the
whole
whole place.
section of the wall that's been completely destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to set up a whole bunch of traps and then have one fortified spot where we are. So they all die coming in, and then we have a few stragglers.
Sure.
We can have an HGTV moment. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, or we can use the black goo and just dump it in the city and wait for things to happen.
Exactly.
So this section actually has walls. Sorry, I didn't do the elevation properly.
Oh,
But they are in shoddy maintenance.
Yeah, we
But
settle
we-
in. Hmm?
can we watch it from afar for a couple hours? Try to figure out how many people are in there.
Sure.
Yeah, settle in, build a trebuchet, and fling over some black goo.
So you can tell that there's about 4 people manning the walls right now, here, and here. And sometimes, there's someone that's gonna take a peek over here. They seem very disorganized.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe a distraction could work. We could pull 1 or 2 of them away from the others and take care of them before going in guns blazing.
You also think that while climbing a normal fortified wall is not easy because it's not made to be climbed, the walls here seem to be very climbable because they're in vast disarray. There's a lot of handholds. The problem is handholds would not be secure, but there would be many of them.
Mm-hmm.
The other problem is that at least one person in the party has tiny noodle arms.
Tiny little noodly arms.
Yeah.
I can probably carry someone up the wall. Hopefully.
Is that our best bet from your intelligence gathering? Or is there somewhere else that looks more promising?
Let me see. I'm gonna. What kind of skill check would that take? Survival or
To what?
to figure out if the climbing the broken down wall would be our best entrance.
I can't answer that for you because there's no way to know exactly if that would be your best entrance. If you're looking for an alternate entrance that's not actively watched, then yes. But is it better than trying to, I don't know, lead some guards away or set something on fire? That I can't answer.
I say we all get like little fake mustaches and like one clipboard, and we just go in the front door and say we're the building inspectors.
That worked so well the first time.
What are they gonna do? Call us on it? They're fucking idiots. And if we do it often enough, it will work at some point.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but the first time it got me shot in the back.
Technically,
you lived.
Stabbed, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not against it. I mean,
I don't think we can lure
at some
them
point,
out.
it'll work.
They're not gonna. They're stupid, but they're not gonna leave the place. Go to the front door, or like, I don't know, man. We're putting ourselves very vulnerable going that close. So.
No, I think we should lure at least a couple of them away before we go in.
You think
guns blazing?
Do that. We can try. I mean, I don't know if we'll succeed, but we can try.
Well, it's nighttime now. If we light a campfire, like where they can see it, they'll probably have to come investigate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while they go and investigate.
Yeah. Oh, a bot. Nice.
And from what we can tell, they're not that smart, so I don't think they'd bring too many people to investigate a random
I think
campfire.
it's worth a try. Yeah.
Sure. Just go like one hill over, start a fire, and
Can I use Mage Hand to pick up like one ember and just be like twiddling it around in the air to make it even spookier?
I'm gonna have a Regulus roll me a deception check because he's the best at it, not because he actively participates.
Deception.
If there's only a few of them, we should capture them and interrogate them.
So so you set up what seems to be a clever, like a clever bait. How far away are you from the castle? Like, do you set up that?
Well, we have to be within visual distance. So
I'd say like probably just behind whatever dune or whatever, just so they don't have like direct line of sight, just so they can see like a plume and some light.
Okay, so you set up a fire there. But do people stay behind near the fort to see what's happening, or are you all huddle around the bonfire?
well, the point is to bait them and pretend that we're around the bonfire, right?
We don't need to all be around the bonfire. We could have a scout watching out and alerting the others if anyone's coming.
There's 3 of me, so I could be staying around the bonfire.
What if we use the vehicles and try to take the long way around, but using the vehicles since it's going to be faster, and actually go in while some people go investigate, so there's even fewer of them. And if they come back, we have the fortification. I
Can
don't
we
know.
just stay outside of the, like, far enough away from the fire so that they are blinded by it, and then we're outside of the zone and we can attack them better and they can't see us?
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, I do have dark vision. I don't know about everybody else.
Oh god, I don't remember. I think I took it.
I think I have it.
Well, I still don't. So I'll stay near the campfire. I'll be the bait. I don't mind.
Don't you have those goggles that let you have good dark vision?
No, they only help me track, I think.
But the Merrick has
I
dark
have it.
vision goggles.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I
That's
took adaptation.
Mm.
So nanites. My nanites.
Oh, someone
Which-
else then had
Yeah, I could give you
mod
the
goggles.
the VMod goggles. It only works for an hour, but that should be plenty.
It's an hour per charge, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll slide it over the group loot. And then you can take it.
Thank you. I'll give it back when we're done.
I should probably keep them actually since I got dark vision.
Well, I can't really wear 2 pairs of goggles at the same time.
That's fair.
Well, you can give them to Merrick has a helmet, but it's not a. Yeah, you could give them to Merrick if you wanted afterwards.
I don't need
If you
them.
don't
I
know.
have dark vision.
She has dark
Oh
vision.
well, never mind then. But you could give them to Varvara then afterwards if you want. That way Varvara can also join the welding goggles club.
Nice.
They want to.
Varvara, do you want to start wearing some leather jackets?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you said let's just recap everything. So 473X is staying in the dark, like trying to see the movements of the idiots from the fort. Everyone else is around the bonfire, ambushed to see what will happen if and when they come out.
Wouldn't that be the opposite?
We're-
473X stays by the bonfire to look like they're alone and helpless, and we're all in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay. How close would you be to observe the castle then?
I would say
Just a distance away so that they can see the bonfire, so that
like
they don't see very well what's happening to the person.
100 feet? Is 100 feet? I'm looking at on my street, see how far 100 feet is.
100 feet is not very far. Like, you can sprint almost 100 feet.
So
200 feet?
maybe.
Let's say 200 feet. As you light the bonfire, you hear, but you can't make out the words because they're, they're too far away for you to hear them.
Mhm.
But you see several shapes huddling on top of the towers, seemingly talking to each other.
Okay.
But so far, they don't seem to be making a move.
We wait a little bit more. I mean, got a whole night.
Why don't we make sounds to attract them?
Or we could build a second campfire.
Oh, that's way smarter. Let's just turn on our vehicles and make a lot of noise, and then make a second bonfire, making them think perhaps there's a second group that came by.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to look like there's only very few of us, so that we look
Easily
like juicy
lovable.
targets. Yeah.
Yeah, just a fire.
What about blood-churling scream? Like,
I mean, I could scream help or whatever if we really wanted to. If they're
No,
not
I don't think
leaving
they're
the
gonna
fort.
help. I think they're gonna be
How
more-
good is your
No.
damsel in distress impersonation?
I mean, I'm really good in deception.
He'll just turn on his voice modulator to
Eerie-
damsel in
Yeah.
distress.
Eerily on point. That's how good it is. But yeah, so far they seem to be pointing and gesticulating to each other, but they don't seem to be doing anything.
Do we want to sneak up to the side where the walls are broken while they're, paying attention to the fire?
That's a good
I don't
idea. If they're climbable, right?
Well, they're
Yeah, but
more
not everyone might.
climbable.
Yeah.
Also, some of them are so broken down that it would be possible for you to dig through if you want.
Oh wow. Okay.
How stealthy that would be, that's another question, but it might be maybe possible.
I don't know if anyone's really struggling. Maybe we could split and
How-
have people hidden by the door and others coming in by the broken wall.
Hypothetically, could we use the large vehicle as a battering ram for the wall without it suffering a lot of damage?
That's another question.
Never mind.
So you could ram the door, but both vehicles and both the door and the vehicles would take the same amount of damage, which is the collision damage of the.
Yeah, Regulus is now on board with smacking technology into just walls.
Unless I would I had time to forge us some big ass wedges. Then
Oh, you mean through the wall, not through the gate? Okay, the wall. I mean, the wall is pretty brittle, so you could potentially Kool-Aid through that with minimal damage. It'd be a toss of the dice. You could sustain more damage, but you could potentially Kool-Aid vehicle through that.
I bring out my oil and I start polishing the Firefly and the speeder and like my precious.
So we have the option of trying to nick them off one by one in the darkness, potentially maybe at a distance, or going in through the back by climbing, probably not by ramming. And
I say they're on the wall. They're investigating the fire. They're spending a lot of attention to it, and
there seems to be only 4 of them, right?
Right now, there seems to be about 6 figures on the wall.
6. Okay.
So while they're on the wall, I think going to the broken down part of the castle and just climbing it might be a good
Yeah.
idea.
We can try it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I guess.
I think we can just all athletics ourselves there. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Except for those who are not athletic.
Have Finchy carry them.
For someone who's not athletic, they can use my blast boots.
Oops, that totally made us see inside.
So you creep up you go get to 473X, and then you start creeping up onside the wall. As you go further, you hear some of the voices coming over the wall. One of them saying, "Why, I don't know. I mean, they could be people. I'm hungry. The boss won't give us the other ones to eat. Well, the boss also said we ain't going outside the walls, and we still have some food from those crusaders we ate."
Are
and
they
these
cannibals?
guys gotta go.
They're cannibals?
Yeah, obviously.
Or
They're
they're shapeshifters of some kind.
No, they're crusaders. I mean, we've been over this. They're crusaders of Serenray. God damn.
We couldn't see their faces. We can't just assume they're,
Yeah, can't assume their race.
Exactly.
They're wearing their flesh or
They
something.
could be
I don't
anything.
know. Yeah.
They could be me.
They could be slimes.
To be fair, Sarah's are very famous for cannibalism, so this is try.
There's a wall preventing me from moving.
Yes. That is, it's because, it's my problem, sorry.
Oh.
I will move you through. No, okay.
For some reason, it had to be that way. Wow.
The module is like, yep, you have to go around.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Alrighty,
So
then. Are we doing it?
Yeah, so who goes first? Because you can all follow the leader if someone is expert in athletics.
I'm pretty
my
good.
Finchy-
I'm expert in athletics, but I'll be carried by Finchy. So I'm not going to do the mount up thing so that it doesn't mess up my tokens. But I'm mounted on Finchy.
Didn't you? You can just, be on his back for this. Didn't you retrain out of the mounted?
I have tandem movement, right?
Yeah. Anyways, but he's just carrying you on his back, so that's okay. And then, okay, so Merrick and and Finchy are the ones leading the climb, and then afterwards it's probably going to be Regulus and 473X and Varvara closing the lead. So you can use the follow the expert exploration activity, Varvara. Everyone make me an athletics check. If you're following one of the experts, you can give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus to that skill check. And Varvara, I think you know how follow the expert works.
Oh, well then.
Good enough.
1s and 20s.
Yes.
I don't know why that was private.
Yeah, you succeeded. That's what's important.
As
So
long
skillfully.
as the GM can say it.
Mhm. Exactly.
I don't know. I thought I had to be private.
Skillfully.
I guess not.
Through the night, you climb over the crumpled wall, stealthily and skillfully
Nice.
cresting it, and landing inside the courtyard. Yeah.
Nice.
Right, I'm making everyone go over the wall. Now, if you want to move further, do you want to be using the avoid notice exploration activity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will
Yeah.
ask everyone to roll me a stealth check. Do you have
Okay.
an expert in stealth?
Yeah, can I follow the expert?
Yeah, well, you can, but for that you need to have an expert in stealth.
Do we have an expert in stealth?
No.
You
not
don't.
me.
So then everyone roll me a stealth check as is.
All right, so I'm going to roll for every single one separately. So
Can I do
attribute,
nanites or it's
skills,
too late? It's
Yes, you can.
fine. It should be fine.
stealth.
Oh, I don't like the message I just got.
I know this is just how I track.
Uh,
I'll make it private because you guys shouldn't see me doing that. But this is just how I track everyone's stealth check. It's just convenient for me.
stealth.
Sure. I believe you. Totally.
You're trying to ambush people, so yes, you're going to use stealth as initiative.
Also, damn, I rolled really good.
Oh well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm missing Merrick's stealth check, I think.
No, it was there.
No, it is. Sorry. There
I
we
think
go.
we gotta toss AB. Sorry.
Hey, he's
You guys are all
there.
tilting forward, and AB's just like bloop, 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 like R2D2 trying to.
Yeah, it's literally what's going on. He's just like one of those droids in Star Wars that makes all the noise.
He's making the R2D2 panic noise. What is it?
So this landing seems to be about 20 feet tall, and this turret seems to be about 30 feet tall. Where do you want to go?
I can see some very definitely humans on the walls.
Yeah, so these are the Crusaders. It's just they look like that when they're not wearing Crusader helmets. They're humans, basically. They just have like a greenish hint, like they're very unhealthy.
Yeah, 100% human.
As is common for Serenar's followers.
Yes.
Yep. I would say to the south, because it looks like there's some stuff on the far wall that might be interesting.
Yeah.
Or we can try to ambush the people up on the wall here and get that over with.
Probably try to ambush the people on the wall as fast as we can.
I'm going to cast right away Summoner's Precaution thingy.
Okay, cool. You can have added to cast in advance.
It might be interesting to actually try to go inside or whatever, the bottom part, even if they see us and they chase us, we'd have the terrain, and if there's someone alone in there, that'd be easy pickings.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
they're up on the wall and they'll have bows and long distance stuff and have advantage on us. Do we have a lot of long range people? I don't
I
think
know
so.
they seem to be sporting some rifles, actually.
Ah.
Oh. Well, we got spells, but
we don't know how many people are on the ground, but we know how many people are up.
yeah.
So, I don't know.
Unsure.
Well, so far the people on the wall are distracted by the bonfire, so we might be able to sneak behind them into the building over there.
Yeah, I guess my only worry about that is if we go further into the building and there's more people, then we're gonna have them coming as reinforcements
And
once the fighting gets loud enough.
let me say
Yeah.
that they're being distracted, thus it would be a great time to ambush them now, right?
True.
I mean, might as well while we're here.
Yeah. We might be able to surprise them. Maybe. Depending. We should
Some
use
of us will.
something as a surprise as much as we can if possible. So I think
I got this fancy Gauss rifle.
You do?
Yeah.
I have a stun gun, so I can stun one of them. Maybe. I equip my stun
And
gun.
I have electric arc. As always.
Me too.
Rusty electric arc.
I'm just like, yeah. What's her face in a certain scientific railgun? Yeah, I'm like railgun Chan.
Oh, you have a Gauss rifle. I thought you had like a Gauss thrower, like rolls of cloth for patching wounds.
No, I got a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Well, let's
Who wants to
go
do the
wall
honors
then, I
and
guess. Yeah, who wants to go first?
Do you try to climb up to the parapet, or you try to get a good shot and start a range combat?
Is the wall at the top? Couldn't we just follow the top of the wall all the way down? Or is it in not good enough shape?
You mean you want to climb up here and then follow it there?
Well, since we've already climbed to here, we could have stayed here and went
Yeah.
around.
Okay, so you want everyone to go to do that?
Well, whoever wants to. I
That
could.
will require some balance checks.
I just want to have like a good line of sight to one of them, and then just pew.
Yeah.
And then we have one less person to deal with.
Can I get a little bit closer and do a recall knowledge check to see if I know what's causing the green?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously I'm cantripping. What would it be to check?
Society. Or medicine.
Society.
There's
We're
something
going with
green?
society on that.
What's
Yeah, their
green?
skin has a
Oh.
greenish hue.
I see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to balance on the wall.
I'm just gonna like completely obliterate one of them.
What if we snoop around just a little bit to see where we can just go up the wall?
Well, if you have like the standard DC for the wall here, so it wouldn't be too hard to climb this and then go there. If you climb from here, it's slightly harder, but you'd be more hidden because you'd have full cover from these two idiots over here. So, or you could try to climb like there and then walk along the ledge. It's a balance check, which requires an acrobatics check.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of you are very good at acrobatics, like Merrick, but it depends on what you're trying to do.
Okay, I'm back. Did I learn anything?
I didn't see your roll. Can you redo it?
Yeah. Sorry, my internet, I guess, went weird. So let me just... There's my +1 from the cantrip.
You don't know, but they could have been infested by some sort of green slime.
They're the real plague.
Real fast like that. You didn't specify, but I'm gonna assume that and just do this one thing. Oh no, you were wrong about the green slime. And you'll notice your hero point check went down.
Did I learn anything more material?
Yes, so these appears to be now that you're looking at them and your keen elven eyes can detail their face, you realize that they are indeed human. However, they are grossly mutilated humans with several scars in their face, and they seem to have ripped off their own lips, giving them a permanent disgusting rictus, constantly showing their teeth and their gum. They have a greenish hue because they appear to be wearing copper helmets without any sort of like well-maintained personal hygiene.
All right. So they're wearing metal, right?
Copper, specifically.
All right. I'm just
Which
gonna shoot them, guys.
Because when you wear a copper helmet and you're sweating inside of that, or your whole face is gonna be green.
I'm gonna shoot them. Let's just like I don't like. Yeah.
This does, however, like create a slightly nightmarish appearance that you think, Varvara, they might have cultivated on purpose.
So we have line of sight, right?
Yeah.
Is that what's going
Well,
on?
the issue is like they're 20 feet in the air, and there's like it's hard to tell how which is which because like this is all 20 feet in the air, so they would have
night.
cover from you there.
It's night. They don't know what's going on, and there's going to be a rail gun hitting one of them. They won't know where it came from. All right.
The only thing is, like, you can see maybe the top of their heads from there, so they do have cover from you if you're on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I have something that can get me up. Easy. Don't I have some?
You can cast Evolution Surge on Finchy to give him a climb speed, which would make him extremely efficient at climbing.
And I can be on his back.
Yeah, he can grab you and then climb.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this first. Okay, that's a good idea. Evolution. Where's the button for it?
To do that, however, they're going to be alerted to your presence, and I'm going to start the encounter. But they have penalties on initiative if they haven't noticed you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot him even if they have cover. Like I have a bonus from being away from them.
Yeah, no, there's no issue. I'm just saying they're gonna have bonuses to being to AC.
What is the evolution surge? It only gives him a climb speed. Doesn't he do anything else for longer, right?
No.
Evolution feat? Where's that spell?
It's in your focus spells.
But I can give him evolution surge, and it's gonna
cast evolution surge to give him a climb speed.
Yeah, and then it lasts for how long?
1 minute.
1 minute. I'm gonna just do it as a prep because he's still hidden while he's in the corner, right? And then I'm gonna shoot him. Is that good?
It is.
You said him
the fight,
referring
right?
to two different things.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna give Finchy a climb speed.
Yeah.
And
the problem is if you're doing that, evolution surge has a component. So you have to say words of power out loud for that to happen.
So it will start the fight.
SV.
Yeah.
Oh, so my other attack that's also SV will not be hidden.
It's none of basically if you start casting spells while you're 50 feet away from you, they'll hear you. And then we will roll initiative. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So you can't like say, "Oh, I'll sneakily cast this spell," because you have to say it in a loud manner for the spell to work.
All right. Well, I'll just I say we just start. You guys are sort of hidden from them, and I'm visible, right? With AB.
You're in the dark. If you want to be somewhere else and do something, that's cool. You guys are still avoiding notice and unnoticed, and so if someone wants to creep closer, they can try.
Anyone want to creep close before I literally just shoot one of them with a railgun?
Well,
I could creep closer actually, because I don't need to climb.
I'll try and
Are you
climb.
balancing on top of the wall?
No, I'm gonna use my rocket boots.
Ah, okay. They're consumables though.
I know.
Okay, cool.
But if I don't use them now, I'll probably never use them.
That's fair. That's a fair take. All right. So basically, I will.
As soon as
Roll.
she activates her rocket boots, I'm gonna shoot.
Sounds good.